from Into Hula, and we're coming to you from Christchurch here in New Zealand. And we want to talk to you a little bit about what we do for our hooping classes, our hoop fitness classes here in Christchurch. And I've got Julie here, and Julie takes the classes in North Canterbury, and I take the classes in South Canterbury. And we just want to tell you a little bit about what we do so that you get an idea of how benefiting that hula hooping is for your body and for your mind. So I'm going to ask Julie a few questions. So Julie's quite new to our team, and we want to ask her how long she has been hooping and how she actually finds it herself.
Okay, well, I started hooping midway through last year. I've gone through 2 of Bernie's classes, which are absolutely fun, and now I'm teaching my own classes. I started in the beginning of January, and I'm towards the end of my first session and looking forward to some new classes starting at the end of May.
It's fantastic, and it's interesting who comes along to classes too, isn't it, Julie? And who's teaching? And we both have backgrounds in delivering teaching. In fact, Julie is a primary school teacher, so she's come along and loves what she's doing and helping other people to love it as well. So tell us, whereabouts are your classes, Julie?
At the end of May, the new classes start up, and there will be classes on a Tuesday night at Martians Primary School Hall and on a Wednesday night at Shirley Primary School Hall. So I'm looking forward to having some of my ladies return to my classes and have some new ones come along as well.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, I'm taking classes in Kashmir at the moment, and we're also doing one-on-ones with people, adults. And another thing that we do is we do primary school, not primary school, we do primary schools actually, but we do a lot of preschools. And the preschool program is called Hoop with Heart, and Julie's come on board with that as well. But before we go on to that, I'm going to ask her how her participants actually find the classes, and what we'll do is we'll hula hoop at the same time.
I think they're finding them lots of fun. They're learning new skills. They're learning to use the hula hoop for not only waist hooping, but using their arms and their legs. So they're getting a good workout during the hour, and it's a good combination of learning new tricks, practicing them, and it's all done to music, so that makes it even more fun. It's in a relaxed atmosphere, and we all support each other.
That's fantastic. And that is right. Supporting each other is a big thing. Connection and collaboration in our classes is a huge thing, isn't it, Julie?
Absolutely.
We find that women, they end up being friends, if you like, and also helping each other, which I really love to see.
Yeah,
People who have never known each other in the beginning, which is fantastic. Well, that's awesome. How funny is this? There's someone walking up in this park as we're doing the videos for our Into Hula promo, and Liz has walked past, and we've just said, come on over, Liz. And this is what happens. People are a little bit like, oh yeah, I'd like to. Have you ever done this before, Liz?
Not with a class situation, but I have a rusty memory of hula hooping.
Do you? As a child? Well, she's not unlike a lot of people in our classes that they actually say that. They used to be able to do it as a child, so we're going to teach you.
Right.
So if you pop that hoop on your body, around your waistline, okay, so hang on to it with a nice firm grip. So it's on the middle of your back, that's right. So here's a little bit of a key. This is what tends to work well, is if you put your left foot out, if you're right-handed. That's right, so you're stepping it out. So when you let that hoop go, you're going to let it go to the left, okay? So it's going to spin towards the left. But I want you to give it a nice push, and then what I want you to do, I want you to look to the horizon, if you like, out, and just rock back and forward. So there's a tendency to do this, Liz. But try not to do that. Try to move back and forward and let your stomach do the push as it comes forward. Okay? So give it a good push first, and then move. Not bad. Not bad start. So pick it up and hold your core as tight as you can. That's your tummy muscle. That's it. Do that again. We'll give it a good spin.
Oh,
There
she's a
you
star.
go! Hallelujah! That deserves a high five. See how simple that can be when you teach someone just those little tweak moves, and away they go. And look at the joy on her face. So, your classes, you teach many tricks. You teach things also to actually look after the body. So you're working through the body, and we're keeping the body nice and fit, because aerobically the heart rate comes up. And the main thing that I find with my classes too, a lot of people want to work on this area of their body. So if you're wanting to look at throughout the winter, getting yourself nice and fit and keeping yourself a little bit trimmer, it's a great way of actually doing it is using your hoop to do it. And in the comfort of your home once you've learned a trick in the classes. But let's show you some of those tricks.
Okay, let's do
Why
it.
not? Okay, let's do the hoop up.
Hoop up.
Yeah. Okay, so there's two ways of doing that. So I did it with my hand at the back, Julie's doing it with her hand in the front. So we're going to do the hoop down the body now.
Here we go.
So it lands back on the waistline. So these things, as you get a little bit more in, me as a senior, and the senior years, you actually find that's actually quite empowering when you can learn to do a trick as well. What about if we take it down to the hips?
Down to the hips. It's always a bit trickier. But
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Working on your glute muscles and your thighs. Fantastic.
And if people aren't happy to do that, then I just say, well, just keep on waist hooping it. Waist hooping.
Yep.
It's all good.
Absolutely. And one of the things we do love about it too, it actually creates a lot of laughter in the classes.
Absolutely.
As well.
And laughter is so good.
Yeah, so I'm going to follow Julie, so we'll come off the body.
So
Here
it's
what we're
not
doing
just
is
being-
hand hooping.
It's not just getting your body fit, it's really good for your brain, keeping your brain fit as well, which is
Yeah.
really important these days.
Absolutely.
And cool down warm-ups, we practice balancing. Another really good thing that we need to keep working on as we grow older.
Absolutely. And tell me, Julie, what is some advice you can give to someone who's thinking about hula hooping over the seasons, even though coming into winter, and a lot of people tend to stay at home, don't they? They don't tend to go out as much
That's right, that
because
weather
it gets a
can
bit
put you off.
colder. So what advice would you give to someone if they're thinking about doing the sport?
Just wrap up warm and come along, strip off at the floor because there's heaters on and it's nice and warm, and hula hooping you get really warm. So wear a jacket, come on out, take it off when you get there, and just have some fun hooping.
Absolutely. And as I say, doing it back into the house, I keep saying that, because it's all about continuing your exercise in your home. You can go out to the gym, which is fine, you can go out for a walk, but if you've got something like this at home, you only need a metre around you,
That's
don't you?
right.
And you can be hula hooping and having some fun at the same time.
And if you want to try some more adventurous tricks, you might need to go outside.
Absolutely. Well, if you're taking the hoop off the body, you've got to be very careful, especially if you're doing what they call the weave. If you're doing that, you don't want to be inside doing that, of course. You might have a bit of damage in the house. If you're working on your upper body, this is what we call the wing. I'm doing it on one arm, but we can do it on two arms. So this is called the bird wing, which is a lot of fun as well. Just have to be very careful that you're not doing two for too long, because the bicep can get a little bit sore. But yeah, so there's so many things you can do with a hula hoop. So this is what we're encouraging. We're saying to people that hoop class is not all about just on the body. Hoop class is actually all about holistically working aerobically and working the body. And we bring in, don't we, Julie, a lot of other little games and
Absolutely, we have a lot of fun, there's a lot of laughter, and once again the music is really cool and makes for a good night.
things. Yeah, absolutely. Now we're really reasonable, when you look at an 8-week class, check out our website. It's www.hulahoops.co.nz. You can find out all the information on the join a class entry. If you go up to the toolbar there, click on that, and you can find all the costs and what the times are, where they are. Yeah, come join us.